So, I've been trained to identify people who don't know what's going on. And here's what I see right now, in 26. I see people who are loyal, fiercely, beautifully loyal, to something that was never loyal to them. I see people who handed over their reputation, their relationships, their peace of mind, because someone told them that's what loyalty looks like. The Medici figured this out 500 years ago. They didn't conquer Florence with an army. They conquered it with a patron's smile and a loan you could never repay. They didn't take your city. They bought your loyalty. And then charged you your soul. Welcome back to the game film. I'm Ms. Peck. This is Know the Play. Run yours. Florence, 1434. The Renaissance is exploding. Michelangelo is about to be born. Leonardo is a child. The city is the richest in Europe. And one family owns the whole thing, the Medici. Here's how they did it. The Medici started as bankers. Not the building on the corner kind, the kind who lend money to kings, popes, and city-states. Cosimo de' Medici built a financial empire that stretched across Europe. But money wasn't the play. Money was the key. The play was loyalty. Cosimo understood something the Romans never did. Bread and circuses work for a generation. But if you want to own a city for 400 years, you have to make people love the chain. So he didn't just loan money to Florence's politicians. He loaned money to Florence's artists. Its churches, its festivals, its families. He became the patron and father come from the same Latin root. He positioned himself as the city's father, the one who provides, the one you owe. And here's the reading teacher breakdown. Debt, in Cosimo's hands, wasn't a financial tool. It was an emotional cage. When you owe a man everything, your chapel, your painting, your son's apprenticeship, your daughter's dowry, you don't just pay him back. You belong to him. The Medici didn't seize power. They made power feel like gratitude. All right, game film, red pen. 3 steps. Same play, different century. Step 1. Become the source. Cosimo didn't run for office. He ran the money. Every politician in Florence owed him. Every bishop, every guildmaster. He didn't need a title. He owned the people who had the titles. Step 2. Make loyalty a debt, not a choice. This is the teacher's eye right here. A Medici loan was never just a loan. It was a relationship you couldn't exit. The terms were generous. Too generous. The real payment was access, influence, your vote at the council, your silence when they needed it. And if you tried to walk away, the debt was called in. All of it. At once. Step 3. Brand the exit as betrayal. This is the one that still works. The Medici controlled the narrative through art. Every chapel fresco, every commissioned sculpture, every altarpiece, it all said the same thing. The Medici are Florence. To oppose the Medici is to oppose God, beauty, and your own city. You're not making a political choice. You're betraying your family. Now watch how I mark this. Create dependency. Frame it as generosity. Make leaving feel like treason. 500 years. Same play. Here's where the teacher gets direct with you. You know someone right now who's trapped in this. Maybe it's you. You gave your loyalty to a movement, a party, a leader. And in the beginning, it felt like belonging. It felt like being part of something bigger than yourself. Then the receipts started showing up. Things you were told that weren't true. Money that was supposed to go to people who needed it, redirected. Leaders you defended, indicted, exposed, caught on tape. And every time you wanted to ask a question, someone told you, "That's disloyal. You're one of the good ones. Don't be like them. Don't betray the family. That's not politics. That's the Medici play." The modern version is cleaner, but the mechanism is the same. The loyalty trap. They don't earn your loyalty with results. They demand it with identity. You're not supporting a candidate. You're part of a tribe. And leaving the tribe isn't changing your mind. It's betraying your people. The reading teacher in me wants you to see the sentence. The Medici told Florence, "We are Florence." The modern version says, "We are America. We are the real patriots. We are the chosen." If you leave, you're not just wrong. You're a traitor. That's not an argument. That's a cage. Hero thinking booster for this episode. One tool. Take it with you. The Loyalty Audit. Loyalty is not the problem. Loyalty is beautiful when it's earned. The problem is loyalty without a receipt. Here's the audit. 3 questions. 1. Has the person or movement I'm loyal to ever admitted they were wrong? About anything? If the answer is no, you're not in a relationship. You're in a propaganda loop. 2. What has my loyalty cost me? Not money. Relationships. Your peace. Your ability to look at your neighbor without seeing an enemy. What did you give up to stay in the family? 3. If I walked away today, what would they say about me? Would they wish you well? Or would they call you a traitor before your chair was cold? If the answer to 3 is traitor, you're not in a community. You're in a Medici loan. Loyalty that can't survive a question isn't loyalty. It's control. And you are allowed to leave. Here is the exit. The Florentines eventually broke free. Not all at once, one by one. A merchant who stopped taking Medici money, an artist who painted for someone else, a council member who voted his conscience and took the consequences. The Medici didn't fall to a revolution. They fell to people who decided the debt wasn't worth the chain. You can make that decision right now. Check the receipts. Follow the money on one loyalty you've been asked to give without question. Where did the money go? Who benefited? If the answer isn't the people you were told you were helping, you know what you're in. Talk to your people, the ones who are still inside. Not to argue, not to shame. Say, I looked at the receipts. I can't unsee it. I'm making the exit. You want to walk out together? That's the move, not debate. Door, open door. November 3rd, 2026. The ballot is the receipt they can't spin. This is the week you decide. Audit your loyalty. Check the receipts. Exit the Medici play. Next time, Prohibition. Chicago, 1929. When the gangsters ran the government and the government ran the booze. You're going to want to see who was really in charge.